All right. So this is going to be kind of a two-part video. Had a small interruption. So remember, in order for that carbon dioxide to be back in, like I was talking about, the producers come in, take in that carbon dioxide, make the sugars. All right. So it's simple as that. Once it gets back to the decomposer level, that unused materials where the decomposers may pass or die off, they could go under what's known as burial. Okay, and at that point, the carbon remains, those organic remains, can be compressed down into what's fossil fuels. Okay, and as we know, fossil fuels right now are what's kind of a thing that are powering a lot of our automotives. Okay, so of course, as we've advanced through technology, we've learned how to extract it and use it for our benefit. So that is some way that we are kind of disrupting that carbon cycle, is the extraction of those fossil fuels. So we extract these fossil fuels, we use them to power our vehicles, to drive to places, to maybe build other buildings. And as we do this, as we do all this extraction, we are actually reintroducing all this carbon that was once trapped as fossil fuels back into the atmosphere. Okay, and that is done through combustion. Okay, so the fossil fuel helps introduce that CO2 back into the atmosphere, which we know can have some detrimental effects into the environment. When we have that increase of CO2, where we're also seeing an increase of temperatures, which led to the theory of global warming, right? So as we see this occurring, this is something that we need to kind of push and kind of monitor before we start seeing increased temperatures and we start seeing those receding glaciers kind of start occurring as rising sea levels. Another way combustion can occur is actually through something more natural, like forest fires. Okay, grassland fires. All this is kind of more natural, and it's needed to happen to kind of clear out and allow for new growth to occur. All right, but in the human aspects, we are contributing to adding more than needed atmospheric CO2 just by extracting and using that fossil fuels. All right. And of course, as we clear out for fossil fuels, we're also clearing out areas that animals could use, like forest, maybe even an example, because been there is like Odessa, where we clear out massive areas, dig out all those mesquite trees. What we're doing in the process is eliminating homes or shelter for many animals that could be using those spaces. So as we disrupt this, one of the ways we disrupt this is by increasing that atmospheric CO2, which then we see as the effect of global warming in a sense. Okay. And just like in the nitrogen cycle, if you have any questions about this, feel free to email me, ask me any questions you may have, and I'll try my best to get to you as soon as possible. All right? If not, have a good weekend, and we'll see you Monday.